All right, here I am on Hyphalia. I'm probably the first person to ever try to pronounce that name. So, however I pronounce it is the correct way to do it. I'm looking for Futexa. I don't know that I actually landed near Futexa because I just picked up Osseous, Tussock, and Bacterium. So I'm going to go back into space.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Checking out my YouTube, see if
Ready
there's
to engage.
multitasking unsuccessfully.
Four,
All right, my
three,
throttle is up.
two, one. Engage.
All right, so the planet below me had some interesting collection of life forms. Clypeus is one I have not collected yet, and I still need to. So Clypeus and Futexa. It looks like they grow together. That's awfully nice. And it looks like there are some green areas. I'm going to try to aim for that one that was just below the region I was leaving over here. I find 30 degrees to be a pretty comfortable descent. It's actually, I find it general much easier to land on a wider planet, not necessarily a higher gravity planet. You got to make sure you're not like coming in hard on a zero point 0.6 G planet, underestimating its gravitational pull. But I have to admit, it's been a while since I had a mistake like that. I feel like it's not going to be that easy to find a good landing platform.
Landing gear deployed.
Maybe I could park at a steep angle right here. Yo, boy, slow down. Maybe that sort of white patch over there. So I read a comment on Reddit that was talking about how to train to be a pilot that doesn't need assist, and it had suggested following a space station as it spins and keeping your nose facing it. That it was a really good way to practice. I might try that at some point so I can get good at assistless flying. I wish I could just tell this thing that you'll fit. Just believe in yourself. Or in fact, just hover the entire time while I'm outside. Kind of looks like it could fit right here. Maybe if I rotate it. Okay, This place has difficult parking. All right, I'm gonna try over there. Went in a little hot. Oops. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I forgot that sometimes I can throw it in reverse awfully hard. I haven't seen it turn blue at all. Just go look over here. All right, just looking for parking. Oh, I found some. Let's go down. Damn it. Well, my shields usually fix this stuff for me. Maybe I kind of rotate slightly. What am I missing? I'm tough on my shields, huh? All right, I'm having a hard time with this. Wrong button. Yes. All right, I already see some
Low
Clepius
gravity warning.
silver little circles. I think that's tussock next to it, which I already have. Maybe it's Frutexa and I get really lucky. Not sure yet. Maybe it's a new kind of Frutexa I'm not familiar with. But Frutexa generally looks like plants I find in the Edwards Plateau area.
New codex entry. Clypeus margaritus, amethyst. Clypeus margaritus confirmed present. Base value 11.87 million, minimum sample distance 150 meters. First partial sample collected.
But just, I'm looking at it, wondering why this light is this color. All right, so like 150 meters. Yeah, those plants could be on the Edwards Plateau.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
Kind of hard to see the shadows. Those look like rocks. Alright, you know, it's pretty easy to spot the Clippius in the sunlight. It looks shiny and silver. Not seeing it though. I think the Clippius mostly grows in the little flat areas,
Handbrake is on.
so I don't expect to see it on a rocky surface. This area has some very high contrast light and shadows, making some regions seem invisible. I see a lot of that plant, whatever it is. I'm gonna scan it and see if it's purple, which would mean it's a plant I have not collected yet, and you tell me that it is the Frutexa. Yeah, so there's tons of Frutexa around. That won't take very long for me to find. There's some Clephius. Does it always grow near the Frutexa? If it always grows near the Frutexa, then maybe I could just keep looking for Frutexa and then find enough of this.
Second partial sample collected. Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
That looks like a pit. Might be difficult to get out of. And also does not have the right surface texture. Stuff I'm looking for. Speaking of pits, look what I threw myself over. Alright, that was a pretty good landing. Trying to remember how you do the camera. Oh well.
Handbrake is on.
do wish this game could let you do drifts and stuff like that. Although this racer, the SRV, is so messy. You know, fitting an all-purpose, all-terrain vehicle. But the way you can't run the engine and the handbrake at the same time. The Frutexa right here is on some pretty rough soil. Let's just disembark and look around. Not hear a ping back. Oh, over there. Let us run. This is gonna hurt. Oops. Didn't hurt. Okay, good.
Sample collection complete.
There's definitely plants in Central Texas that look like
New
that.
codex entry. Frutexa metallicum, emerald. Frutexa metallicum confirmed present. Base value 1.63 million. Minimum sample distance 150 meters. First
Just
partial
as a
sample
general
collected.
rule, the Frutexa family of plants look like plants from Central Texas, at least on the plateau. Very arid region,
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled
but
over
with
150
periodically
meters from
heavy
previous
rains.
sample.
30 inches of rain, but very thin soil. 30 inches of rain a year, I mean, which is enough to like be a stable grower of wheat had there been enough soil. But it's pretty unpredictable. I just kind of figured I'd see more Frutexa coming over here. Where is it? Thought there was some right up on this bridge.
Handbrake is on.
Didn't I see some when I first came in here? Good Lord. Control of yourself. Crash landing. Not that bad. Alright. Oracle, show me where. Alright, there's so much Frutexa around, I just have to go back out. I think going into the high contrast area is just not working for me. Stick to the sunny side. You can see things. I was obviously over here earlier, but still current distance from what I originally found is 100, it's 50 meters, so I'm actually very close to the first sample I got. All right, that's probably literally the sample I got. Let's go a little further. This is far enough. And where is all this frutexa I felt like I was running into when I was looking for Phythes? Wasn't that the pit I didn't want to fall down into? Yes. This is wild because I'm so sure I found like more than 3 frutexa. But now that I'm looking for it, I can't find any more. There's, yeah, that is not the first one I found, so that's good.
Second partial sample collected.
A little more light on the subject. I think that works.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
It's like, do I even know where I just was? Was I just over there? Did I see some text over there? All right. It says I'm 91 meters. I've not gone far enough. True pain, trying to do the least amount possible. Okay, how about over there on the right? Sweet.
Sample collection complete.
All right, I think that's everything for this planet. Yes. And the other worlds in this system aren't as interesting. I guess if I really got everything on Hyphalia MAAD 14-5A, I could get another potentially $12 million. That's not nothing.
Handbrake is on.
Stop shaking everywhere. Come on. Can't pull out. I did it. That was flawless. Okay, let's go. So I got a green screen, but it doesn't really work very well as a green screen for chroma key because mostly because my lighting is far from ideal, I think. I have no idea really, but basically it doesn't really get picked up as a green screen, and my camera seems to color correct everything, making the real colors basically desaturated and shifted away from the real hues. Don't know why. I'm gonna turn that off. It just doesn't do colors justice like some other cameras do, I suppose.
Ready to engage.
But it does help with the background
4, 3,
detection because it presents a flat, smooth background for that human detector algorithm that crops the background alternatively. All right. That's right. So my next stop is another neutron star.
frameshift drive charging.
And I have to get my map back. Uh-oh.
4,
What if I close my map?
2, 1, engage.
Okay. So then I have to figure out where I'm going again, which I think I know, thankfully. Ultimately, I'm going to a place where the DSSA Jolly Roger carrier is. That's a waypoint on my way to Beagle's Point and a little bit beyond.
System scan complete.
But I'm going to have to reload Spanch and rerun that algorithm. I can't just ignore what I'm doing, though, because I'm slowly approaching that neutron star. Very slowly, though. All right, I'm currently in... I think it's trippy, man. It's like trying to lure me into a doldrums where I just kind of zone out, pulls me in like some sort of siren. It can be tricky sometimes if you don't do the neutron star right. I got stuck one time on a spinning one that was much more violent than this. This one's very mellow. And that spinning one, I came into the cone directly, thinking I would pull out easily, but the spinning jet kept refocusing my ship towards the middle, so I was getting steered directly into the neutron star. It really sucked. All right, so range 69. Calculate. Don't actually know what my range is. I should look that up. Which I think I can do here. 72. 72 is formidable. The capping at 69 has been fine. All right, Spanish. Taking a second. I am now at 51 light, 0.51 light seconds. There we go. $52 jumps. So I probably won't be able to do that tonight for sure. I don't think. But I am visiting star systems that have been visited before. So they're not as, I don't need to document every neutron star I come to because they're already in the Spanch system, which lets me know that they're already explored. at least pretty significantly already explored. And Spanch was saying that would be 3 jumps, but I'm going to be able to make it 2. So that makes everything a little bit faster.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive.
So I guess if I had one piece of advice about a neutron star, is that enter the jet cone facing away from the neutron star, because sometimes those jet cones can steer you back towards it. So if you just enter always facing away from it, you'll have that advantage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Surprised I didn't jump further. The ship can definitely do 270 light years in a single jump.
3, 2,
Maybe this is also a neutron star? I guess it is. It's possible this neutron star is not in Spanish because this was plotted by the in-game router. It'd be cool if it was unexplored. Discovered a neutron star. Hey, that's nice. Maybe. Let's see here. No, Minx. I've seen that name a couple times, Minx. Beat me to it. But I suspect Minx could have beat me to it a long time ago. Came in a little fast. Where's that thing? There. Get intoxicated by the vapors.
Drive operating beyond safety limits.
There we go.
Frameshift drive supercharged. Frameshift drive charging.
That's a more respectable jump distance. Alright, so this one's going to be the D3, so I'll go ahead and copy
3,
the address of the next location.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Don't go so fast, man.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Three jumps? That's what Spanch estimated.
Frameshift drive charging.
I guess that triangle right in the middle of my radar is the exact
3, 2,
is in the exact middle of the screen. That's my guess.
fuel scooping.
Better refuel. Been a while.
System scan complete.
4 stars.
Fuel scooping complete.
You'll let my engine heat drop a little bit, down below 50%.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
So that light doesn't seem bright. It's funny because it feels really. No, that light is bright. And that's why that light can't compete. Hmm. It's a lot more. This area kind of looks kind of well discovered.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
I think I have seen that name before, although not necessarily around here. I thought it was when I first saw that name. I think I remember it from the core of the galaxy.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Presumably, this is the next. You know what? It just occurred to me. Let me go look and see if anyone ever landed. Is that because I never explored it that it says none?
Frameshift drive charging.
I have important places to go.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay, so the next place. I think I'm heading. Dang it, what just happened? I think somehow that my window just closed. I feel cursed. I'm gonna try to bring up my history. Recently closed tabs. Dang it. So where am I? I went D2. Okay, so I did get my web page back. Great. 2-0. So now I'm going to this place. Apparently the next neutron star. This is one of the longer periods without neutron stars. 8 jumps.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Alright. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Only a 61. Oh, I guess that's far enough. Their planet's uncommon.
Fuel soup disengaged.
How sparse is this area of the universe I'm in? There's really just not many things within close range. Huh. I didn't realize it was such a barren area. Let's see if anyone. Looks like no one's ever been here, or at least discovered all the planets here.
Body A1A. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable with life.
I basically have to visit
codex
it
entry.
to find out if it has this really valuable stratum, or maybe it has the low budget stratum, and then I'm not as interested in it. So I am obligated to visit it though and find out.
System scan complete.
Trying to go slightly above it so I can go faster for longer. Too close together. That is
Surface
unfortunate.
scanned by 50%.
Body
Surface
A1A.
scan
May host a new
complete.
personal codex entry.
All right, let's see if that's a valuable personal codex entry. It might be. Unfortunately, it is. It's either a $16 million stratum or a $1 million stratum. And you don't find out until you land. Oh well, so let's go find out. Pikachu, I choose you. Right there. Looks a little green. I think I'm right on pace to have a rather comfortable glide. 30 kilometers to impact. And
Landing gear deployed.
speaking of not taking your dang. Speaking of not taking your gravitational pull seriously, I came in way too hot. What I was comfortable with. So you can notice I pointed straight up and started firing my jets as hard as I could. Just let me land. Why does everything have to be hard? All right. For as dramatic as that landing was, let's hope that the stratum is worth a lot of money.
Low gravity warning.
Moment of truth. Cucumunus or Paleus stratum?
New codex entry. Stratum Paleus, Lime. Stratum Paleus confirmed present. Base value 1.36 million, minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
Well, I got it sampled, so I might as well finish. Dang it. That is the bad stratum. Juicy bacterium,
Minimum
though.
distance reached. You've traveled
Bacterium's
over 500
cheap,
meters
too.
from previous sample.
But I might as well get both.
Second partial sample collected. Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample. Sample collection complete. New codex entry. Bacterium orageus.
All
green.
right.
Bacterium orageus confirmed present. Base
In
value
for
1
a
million.
penny,
Minimum
in
sample
for a
distance
pound,
500
right?
meters. First partial sample collected.
I'd seen some over there, roughly in the direction of that mountain when I first arrived. That mountain.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Bacterium, come out and play. It's the lowest budget thing in the world. Why am I looking for other some bacterium? Because I've got to have them all since I landed here. Sorry about your integrity, lady.
Second partial sample collected.
Handbrake is on.
Unfortunately, still too close. That bacterium is the same patch, but maybe that one is 500 meters. Ah, 492 meters, it says.
Minimum distance reached.
There might be a
You've
second
traveled over
patch around
500
here.
meters from previous sample.
Because there's usually like more than one bacterium. I'm not seeing another one. But where is it? Might have been some.
Handbrake is on.
Obviously looks a lot like stratum sometimes, depending on the angle. That. It's the rock, I assume. Okay. Never. Dang.
Handbrake is on.
I'm a good distance from any of the previous bacterium patches, so if I just see one, it'd be mine. There's some up on that hill.
Handbrake is on.
Dang it. I like it when my ship doesn't have to park. As I recall, parking was kind of hard. So it wasn't as hard as the last place, though. I prefer my ship not to have to leave. This planet has a comfortable temperature.
Sample collection complete.
Ship recalled.
Hopefully it actually lands. It doesn't just hover there.
Handbrake is on.
Excellent. Thunk, thunk. Okay, so now I'm going to keep on my journey. But I think by the route plotter, I still have like 7 more jumps till the next neutron star.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Let's take a look at what's going on behind us. Should have turned that thing off. How do I turn that thing off? I wonder if I change my fire group. Wish I could turn that off. Get a dope behind the look. Shot. Yeah, I think one of the most impressive things about this game is its ability to load on demand and render incredible lines of sight. There's no fog on this one, that's for sure. Unfortunately, that blue is from one of my sensor equipment. I don't know how to turn it off. Maybe it's no, unfortunately, Control-Alt-G does not do it. But all right, let's get to our next destination.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
I feel ya.
Fuel scooping.
So I don't think this system has ever been explored. rather intense star.
Fuel scooping complete.
Don't feel quite as comfortable refueling on it as I do like on an orange star. Let's find these planets. Hopefully there's something really, really valuable on one of them. Maybe all of them. Those are the least valuable things in the universe. Belt clusters. Felt like I just got a high metal content world when I zoomed in. I'm surprised. Sure nothing's behind the star. I just got lucky when I wandered off.
System
Found
scan
this.
complete.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
I should turn off my frame shift drive right now. It is starting to accumulate some damage.
Warning, frameshift drive operating
Oh my god, no.
beyond safety limits. Fuel
Did not mean to
scooping
turn that on. That's disaster in a box, hitting the wrong button like that.
System scan complete.
So it looks like there's still one thing left to discover. No, there is not. Take that back. A, B, and C.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
So I think that sound effect that they have when you're in this hyperspace, I think that's when you draw like a bow that has pine tar across a bass string or something. It kind of makes. No, it's not that sound. That's the sound from Godzilla's original roar. I've heard it before. I know that I've heard that before in a symphonic context. And now I can't remember it, and it's bothering me. Spooky, ghostly voice things. So yet another unexplored star system. I do a good spot to watch it from a distance. Try to identify all the planets.
Body BC3. Neon-rich atmospheric landable.
Oh, clusters, come on.
Body C2A. Parent has high angular diameter from body.
Well, that was a lot of planets.
Body A3. Nitrogen atmospheric landable with life.
Bacterium worth 8 million. I'll get it.
System scan complete.
I am out here trying to earn some money. $8 million bacteria is it's enough to motivate me.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
What? I think turned it off because it turned on my frame shift drive. I mean, because it turned on. I think turned it off for me.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I don't think I quite meant to go that fast. Oops. Did I overshoot it by that much? I think I did. Oh well. The music's so dramatic. Now that we get closer, we can see that it's lit from the other side of the world. So we only see a sliver of the reflected light. Pretty high albedo, though.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Oh, that was a wasted shot over there.
Surface scan complete.
All right, so it still says it's worth $8 million. It's unusual that bacterium would be in like small pockets like that. Usually bacterium spreads far and wide. Are any of these patches particularly large looking?
Orbital flight engaged. Warning,
No.
frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
That would have been destructive to me. I wish I had like a way of putting that button somewhere safe. go fast. It is, after all, only bacterium. I don't see any regions of green, so not going to be the easiest stuff to find, I think.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, this is an extremely difficult terrain to find bacterium in. Boy, I've been coming in with some heat lately, haven't I? That's why I definitely also bring the shields with me. All right, this is some pretty uncommon terrain for bacterium. It's definitely going to grow in the flat areas and not on the rocky surfaces. But this is like a hodgepodge terrain. I also haven't seen any yet, so I don't even know exactly what colors I'm looking for. It does say it should be yellow. Yellow might kind of blend in, unfortunately. Gonna hit that rock. Ouch. I'm doing the calculus, and the calculus ain't looking very good. It's this much of a pain in the butt to find. First patch of it. I don't know if those little short bursts actually help any, but they make me feel like I'm doing something. Maybe like I'm playing uh, whatever that fish game was. Stupid fish. Flappy Birds. That's what it was. Flappy Birds. Wow. I should make a clone of Flappy Birds and call it Stupid Fish. I did see that fancy rock. Okay. This planet's so passe. I'm over it. Which way am I going? This way. It'd be awesome if they had a wall of death in this game. I bet some planet somewhere has a nice wall of death. Sort of wall you can drive in a circle, climb the wall.
Handbrake is on.
All right, bacterium. I'll try looking from the sky a little bit. It's usually a pretty good way to look for bacterium. I'm feeling like this planet, the surface just doesn't seem conducive to it. Heard that clap back. Where was it? There. All right, so this is like the first flat, wide open area I've seen, and I immediately found some bacteria.
New codex entry. Bacterium in Form M, yellow. Bacterium in Form M confirmed present. Base value 8.42 million, minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected. Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Ouch. Thanks, shields. Oh my god. Just injuring myself over and over again. blow this copter to the stand. Give it a couple more looks. See if I can find a second one. There. That'd be 100 meters away. What that is. All right, just as I was about to give up on it. Found some.
Second partial sample collected.
There's another bacterium straight ahead.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Come on. Finally get my bacterium. This is one of the higher G planets I've landed on in a while.
Sample collection complete.
Okay, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go ahead and sign off too. Y'all have a good night and happy exploring.